The year 1973 will go down in the VFA records as the year of the bear. Caulfield Football Club won the first grand final in second division, the premiers in their seconds and premiers in their third. A magnificent feat by a club that some 5 years ago were the Cinderella club of the VFA. In 1970, a hard-working committee decided that wasn't where Caulfield should be. In 1971, they were rewarded to the degree that Caulfield finished in third place, and then in 1972, Caulfield finished within one kick of First Division when they were defeated by a side that turned out to be a top First Division side, Geelong West. But they certainly made no bones about it in 1973. A great grand final. Caulfield were far too good, their strength told all day, and they scored a great win to defeat Brunswick, and now they're heading for First Division. But that perhaps is just the start of the emergence of Caulfield as a top VFA club. The big year will be next year when Caulfield face First Division. It'll be quite different, but if Caulfield continue in that vein, there is no doubt that Caulfield Football Club will prove very, very hard to beat in First Division this year. Good luck, congratulations to the Caulfield Football Club as we now watch the final half of the VFA Second Division Grand Final won by Caulfield. This is Clem Dimsey and
Craig Kelly
at Toorak Park, bringing you the third quarter of the grand final between Brunswick and Caulfield. At the centre bounce, 17 points separating the two sides Caulfield's way. Dimatina burrows his way through a pack, breaks away, gets a left foot kick. Falling back on the ball is Toorak over his head. Down to the pack was bumped, kicked out towards Hadzilius. Hadzilius is on top of the ball, players on top of Hadzilius. Umpire running in, umpire Gambetta, and he's found a kick. Will be paid to Chris Hadzilius, who certainly added life to the Brunswick side. Hadzilius, who brought into the team this week. Races in, he's within kicking distance. It looks good off the boot. It is, it's straight through. Very important goal for Brunswick. Within seconds, within 30 seconds of the centre bounce, Brunswick moved to 7-13 and Caulfield 10-6.
Well, now we wait for the ball to come back. There's a player in trouble there too on the umpires. Looks as though he could be in a little bother there with his arm. Being attended to by trainers as we wait for the ball to come back. An umpire Gambetta calls for the Faulkner as that one went out of the ground. Thrown out by the emergency umpire, Peter Polk, who comes from Tasmania. Now here it comes back in the centre. Now can Brunswick go ahead with it from the bounce here? Up goes Rhett, but it's Hocking gets the tap over towards Baker. White chips in for Caulfield, swings it out play into no man's land. A chance for McCabe and also Denmead there. Denmead's first to the ball for Brunswick. Swings wide onto the right foot. Where will he put it now? Down into the centre of the ground. It'll go over the heads of players. No, it doesn't. There's a chance now for Baker to swoop in the ball, playing low to the ground. Gets a lovely pass in right into the arm of Gowans, and Gowans 35 metres out dead in front. Well, this breeze that Caulfield are kicking against too. This is Brunswick. Have got to really pull the score on this quarter. Gowans comes in. It's wide of the big ones, I would say, and through for 1 point, taking Caulfield to 10-7 and Brunswick 7-13. Ford now to take the kick out. Indicating that he'll kick straight down the middle, which is good attacking football by the Brunswick side, but there's no one there. It's over the back towards Horsington. Horsington now trying to force his way through with his. There's Jewell getting a handball in. Dimatina now to swoop on the ball. Come back, he's in trouble. He goes for a long hand pass towards Fuster. Fuster's in trouble now as White comes in for Caulfield. Swings onto the left boot, tries to get it aside, pushed in the back, and will take the free kick. Good, quick thinking football by White. Had no one to put it to. Just went for that handball and got the push in the back. They put once again Caulfield into the attacking division. It swings in there. Here's Logan from behind and Ford in front, but Ford can't take it. Gowans gets the boot to the ball all round the neck here to Fuster. No worries at all. And he'll take the resultant free from that back pocket, or McCabe it is. Hanton calling for it out on the stand side of the ground, but he doesn't see Hanton. Swings it towards the centre. This looks like the pattern of play as Hobbs goes up. It's over the back. It's back down towards Tulloch here. Tulloch tries to come through, but coming through was Rhett, but Tulloch's still there. A scramble going on as Hobbs goes in for the ball, gets a little faint hand pass towards Rhett. Rhett now is Helwood not in possession, but he said holding the ball against him as we find Feldman. No wasting no time, swings it back, but there's Skidmore in the road for Brunswick to take a mark. Skidmore from the half-back flank on the Toorak road side of the ground. Sees the lead being made by O'Brien, but it's over his head. Here's a chance for Hampton. It should bounce right for him. He taps it across here towards Hadzilius. Hadzilius just couldn't get his kick in time. Back on the ball he goes, scrambling down into the ground. He gets pushed in the back and will take the free kick. Hadzilius handballs to O'Brien, the captain and coach of Brunswick. He swings play deep into the pocket. Here's a chance, but no, I think it hits the behind post, so it's out on the full. And the free kick will go Caulfield's way. It's been taken by Dowsett. Dowsett now from that back pocket position or on road side of the ground. Swings play around towards the wing position. Big flyers are wanted as up they go in the air. We find that a Brunswick player's coming off the ground too. Whoops, a daisy went over the ground, over the line, the 17th man, but not to be worried. Off he goes now, and
there's Horsington has left the ground. The centre player for Leah Curious comes on.
Well, it's a big blow for Brunswick, because Horsington's one of their stalwarts in the centre division. Up they go in the air, no one can take it. Here's a chance for Brown, gets a wild hand pass in. Skidmore gets his kick in down towards the half-forward line. Or Dimatina interfered there, but it's play on called as Baker keeps the ball near the boundary line. Over it goes now, and it will be another throw-in.
A throw-in to take place on the half-forward, between half-forward and forward pocket. Brunswick into attack. From this tap down, nobody in particular. Dowsett gets a kick. I suppose it was a kick. It travels 2 inches. On the ground, Hampton between players to Leo Curious, fresh onto the ground. He's kicked towards the pocket and through for 1 point. Well, Leo Curious on the ground for 20 seconds and immediately had a snap for goal. It was well wide and through for 1 point. Brunswick now progressed to 7-14, Caulfield 10-7. Here's this kick. It's out towards Hadzilius, who's dropping under it to take another very good mark, and Hadzilius has been a very, very good player. 13 kicks for the match, and we've only been playing now for 5 minutes into the third quarter. Hadzilius, who's on the half-forward flank, but a good kick should see the ball. Baird leading. The lead has been ignored. The ball dropping low, and a good mark to Feldman, who was in front of Hobbs, and Feldman has taken that mark in the back pocket. Derek Feldman now, defending stoutly for Caulfield, gets his kick down towards the half-back flank from whence it came. The ball's punched away that time, and it's driven towards the centre half-back where it's picked up by McCabe. McCabe across to Hobbs. Hobbs weaving around players, gets his handball out towards Leo Curious. Baker racing through like a racehorse, close to the ground. Gets a good handball out towards Cliff. Cliff immediately plays on. Cliff to Jewell is good football. Jewell bounces it. The ball bounces unkindly for him. He gets his kick, and it's a good kick. Sweeping into the air, it's dropping now. Gowans didn't have his eye on the ball, but Ford was pushed in the back, and Ford will take the free kick. Ford has the free kick now. The fullback for Brunswick out towards O'Brien. O'Brien drops a sitter. Baker gets a very long handball, successful to Cliff. Cliff racing on is tackled by McCabe, gets his kick. It drops in short to Logan on his own. Logan has plenty of time to spin around, pass the ball out towards Graham. Cliff again making possession. Cliff now out towards deep on that pocket, gets a kick. His kick straightens up towards fullback, but Fuster coming across has taken the mark, is thrown to the ground after marking by Ganane, and a 15-metre penalty will take place. And Fuster now in the back pocket, driving the ball towards the centre of the ground. Chipping in front is Leo Curious. He's added a bit of bite to the Brunswick side. Leo Curious passes it out to O'Brien, who takes that mark, was about to play on, he does so. About to handball the route, he's picked out Hadzilius. Hadzilius under the hammer. Crashed to the ground by Glasner. Tullock through, handball to Sargent. Sargent's kick deep towards the half-back flank, bouncing towards the boundary line. Rout giving chase with Egan, but the ball beats them over the line and out of bounds, and a throw-in under the scoreboard that shows Brunswick 7-14, 56, trailing Caulfield 10-7, 67.
Here's the throw-in down. It comes over the back of the pack. No one can really get it. Rout dives on the ball there, and Hobbs is in there too. Hobbs comes out with a hand pass across here, but always caught the Brunswick player McCabe and holding the ball. He said just threw it away, and Feldman will take the kick. Been a steady player for Caulfield all day on that back division, Feldman. Round the wing it goes, looking for the big flyers over the back of the pack. A chance now for Skidmore. Jewell's in there too. It's picked up by Ganane. Bounces the ball with Shepherds for Jewell. Jewell swings around. Here's a chance for Cliff now as Fuster comes in to take it away. It goes near the boundary line and will be just about over for a throw-in. And here at the second division grand final, Caulfield 10-7-67, Brunswick are 7-14-56 at the 7-minute mark. There's a throw-in. It's taken by Arrow. L goes for the hand pass to Brown. Brown to Baker. Baker's caught but gets his kick in. It comes up towards Logan. Logan taps it cleverly to Ganane. Ganane should have no trouble. He's pushed into that one and puts it through. And Caulfield go to 11-7. Brunswick 7-14. Caulfield have been one of the strong contenders and favourites for the 73 second division flag. At the moment, are holding Brunswick. Brunswick having the use of the wind, although the wind's a bit chopping and changing a little bit. And desperation must be setting in for Brunswick at the moment.
Brunswick, Craig, don't seem to be direct enough from the centre. They zigzag instead of a long kick to the goal square.
Yes, it should be direct football for them now, but Hocking again wins that knockout to Gowans. Gowans will pass it. Now he kicks it up towards the wing to Jewell, his captain and coach, but Skidmore's in there. Beats Jewell for the ball. Gets a quick kick in, but it's no one not to help Brunswick at all. It helps Caulfield as Cliff comes away with it. Just gets his kick in. It's a wild one. Will reach the boundary line and go over for a throw-in. Caulfield having the more of the play this quarter. And it comes for them now. Oh, nice knockout there by them, but it goes to Jewell. Jewell with a hand pass here to Cliff, and Cliff again goes for the short one. Ford's in the road, though. Couldn't quite mark it. Here's a chance for Logan. He screws around. He's dodged, holding the ball. Just tried that little bit too much. And little Hadzilius will take it from the back pocket. One of Brunswick's best players for the day, too, at the time being. Up it goes in the air. No one can take it. It's tried to be forced away by McCabe. He's got it away, got the bounce nicely, got the ride nicely. Comes over the back towards Toorak. Toorak now for Caulfield. Will swing back onto the left foot with a long hand pass to Glasner. He's under the hammer, Glasner, and holding the ball. I thought he could have let play go on there a little bit. But still, your handball out of trouble, not into it. And a 15-yard penalty to boot. Here we have Brunswick now. Got the chance to go into attack. It's a good kick by McCabe. It's deep into the forward division and will be off the hands of the pack through for a point. Taking Brunswick to 7-15. Caulfield 11-7. Wait for Glasner. Again, will favour naturally the scoreboard side of the ground. Up towards Hocking. He's in front. It's knocked away towards Dimartina. Dimartina swings away from the pack. A good kick too. It's going very close. Will it bounce the right way or the wrong way? The wrong way for Brunswick. Right way as far as Caulfield are concerned. 7-16. 11-7.
Frank Dimartina's personal tally 1 goal 4.
No. 1-4. Glasner now again, out to that outer side. Hocking there using his bulk will take the mark safely for Caulfield from that half-back position. Will transfer play again around the outer side of the ground. The lead's been given by Jewell. Jewell's out there, but the boundary line too close and another throw-in to take place. 12 minutes into the court.
The throw-in to take place, a vital third quarter. Brunswick must apply pressure now. Hocking and Denmead. Hocking a good tap down, nobody in particular. Grabbed by Jewell. Jewell runs into a lot of bother by the name of Skidmore. Skidmore pushes the ball out towards Hadzilius, who's tackled, gets the ball to McCabe. McCabe transfers play towards centre-half forward. Underneath the ball to take a good mark was Allen. Allen has that mark at centre-half forward, immediately plays on. Over the mark and a free kick down the 15-metre penalty. Over the mark went Dowsett. The 15-metre penalty was applied by umpire Gambetta. And now Allen will have a kick. It should put the ball right into the goal mouth. There is the kick. It's deep towards the pocket. They fly high now. The ball drops to the ground. Players on top of the ball. Umpire Gambetta will charge in and my ball and bounce the ball now. Right in front of the Brunswick goal. They're desperately needing 1 goal too. Right in front of the big opening at the bounce. All players high. The ball's tapped down towards the line, I think by a Caulfield player, and through for a point. Yes, 1 point was the score. Neil Glasner there, the full-back for Caulfield, will take this kick. Glasner again favouring the outer side of the ground, gets his kick towards the half-back flanker. The ball again is dropping, this time in front with Brunswick. Over the back of the pack, though, they're giving chase. McCabe showing speed. Can't gain possession. He can now. About to weave away from Feldman. Gets his kick. The kick dropping now down deep there towards Hocking. Hocking's kick now towards the half-forward flank towards Arrol. Arrol trying to gain possession before the ball goes over the bounce. He couldn't, and the ball out of bounds. The ball out of bounds now. From half-forward flank, Caulfield into attack. Brunswick desperately needing a goal. Scoreboard, Brunswick 7-17-59, Caulfield 11-7-73. As the ball goes over towards the half-forward flank again for Caulfield, and the players moved a little further towards the Caulfield goal. A throw-in to take place. Here is this throw-in now, Denmead and Arrol. Denmead behind. An ineffective tap down, although it went straight to Dimartina. Frank Dimartina towards Feldman. Feldman tried to trap the ball but couldn't. Eventually weaves around Hanton, gets his kick. The ball is towards the half-forward flank, and the ball is punched away that time towards Arrol, who was roving for Ruckman. The ball bouncing down towards the goal square. Now it's bouncing very, very close, touched by Ford, and through for 1 point. We've been playing 15 minutes into the third quarter, and Caulfield 11-8-74, lead Brunswick 7-17-59. Brunswick are making heavy weather of it. Full-back now, Ford, to drive the ball out of back into play again. Ford gets his kick down towards the centre of the ground. The ball over the pack of players. Off the shin of Hobbs down towards centre half-back. Picked up that time by Leah Curious. Leah Curious towards McCabe. McCabe tried to get through players. He couldn't, so did Baker. Eventually cleared by McCabe towards centre half-forward, but Feldman dropping across will take the mark. Plays on handball to Sargent. Sargent's kick is out deep towards Ricky Brown, who's on his own at the centre. Turns around now. Straightens up. Gets his kick out towards two Brunswick players. And Leah Curious jumping in to take that mark. Leah Curious now with the mark at centre half-back. Gets his kick towards centre half-forward. A good kick. Baird coming from behind. Pushing the back. Over the back towards Hanton. Hanton strong handball. A long one towards Allen, who straightens up. Has a shot for goal. It's going very, very close. It's drifting back and it's through. A desperate goal. Badly needed by Brunswick. Brunswick 8-17 now. Caulfield 11-8.
No, Brunswick still in this fight. They're going down the right way. They're worthy of a grand final team. Caulfield, naturally the red-hot favourites, the crowd all pro-Brunswick. The underdog to come up from the first semi-final, progress through to the grand final. That time Allen had the kick. He had to go for the long kick. There was not one Brunswick player down there, only three Caulfield players. Well, can they go on with it? Here's the bounce again. Rout goes up, taps it down towards Dimartina. He's got it. He's pulled around the neck and will take the free kick. Ducked ahead, but still got the nod from the umpire, which is the most important thing. And in go to attack Brunswick once again. Can Baird take this one? He's pushed Glasner in the back, but there's Tulloch there to back up for Caulfield. He's caught, plays on, gets the handball out. Here's a chance for Baird. A long one back to Rout. He's under the hammers. White comes in now, clears for Caulfield once more. Up it goes out towards the Ganane. Ganane now with the showing of pace, and straight up in the air. One of the Paddy's kicks. Up it goes, and his counterpart in Miller has taken the mark. Now Miller from the far wing position. Here's Denmead. He's over there by himself. He swung it across towards him too. Can he mark it? Up he goes. Yes, he can. Well, I think they should drive this well into attack. This is the way to get these all down, but Baird won't. Going to give a lead, decides to go back, and the kick's a little screwy one off the side of the boot a little bit. No one there can take the mark. There's a pack forming at the moment. Out they come. Here's a chance for... it looks like it could be over the top of the post. Yes, it is. Bad luck for Allen then. Tried to screw that one around, but just couldn't get the big one, and it's 8-18 Brunswick, 11-8 Caulfield.
8 points the difference, and we've been playing now 17 minutes into the third quarter.
Well, Brunswick now would wish they could rain these goals with goals instead of behinds, because they're badly needed. Caulfield having use of the breeze in the last quarter. There's Glasner. Out he goes. His 18th kick from the goal square. No one can mark it. There's Hanton trying to get over the back of the pack. It comes to Rout. He tried to knock it further, but here's Cliff. He's been a damaging player as far as the Brunswick side is concerned, but a good constructive player as far as Caulfield's concerned. Up it goes. Lurie Curious is there. Will be paid a free kick or mark to Lurie Curious. Yes. No, it's a free kick. Go to Egan. Egan now from that far half-back flank up there, knocked away from Brown. A chance for McCabe. He'll handball. Yes, he will. Straight there, the Leah Curious. His kick is smothered. He tries to get it away. Can't. There's McCabe coming in again. Gets it down. He'll have to be a high springer here to get it over the back. Here's a chance now. Can he capitalise this time? Yes, Allen. He's a right foot kick naturally, but he was on the left foot with the ball in his left side of the body, and he decided to go bang and put it through for a goal. 9-18, 11-8, 2 points the difference. 9-18, 11-8. Well now, can Brunswick keep this dogged type of football up, plugging away all the time at Caulfield, gradually wearing their lead down? Can they get up? It's knocked away. Here's a chance for Dimatina and Baker. Baker wins the duel at the moment. Only temporary low. Will he be paid the free kick? No, he's not. Play on call. In goes Hanton. Tripped. Will pay the free kick. Well, I think if I was Hanton, get on with the game and kick it as far as you can, son. He tries to do that too. It reaches about 20 metres out from goal. No one can mark the ball. It's Ronalden to come out with the clearing kick wide to the flank there. Will Feldman get to it? No, he won't. Bounced inside the boundary line and will be a throw-in right under the scoreboard where it says 11-8 Caulfield, 9-18 Brunswick, 2 points the difference. And it comes. Knock out there, a good one. Cliff's got the run of the ball now. They're gradually closing on him, but Cliff gets his kick in. Ganane and Miller to do battle now. Up they go. Miller knocks it away from Ganane. He tries to recover. He has to, but he's given it back straight to Cliff. Cliff now will break clear for Caulfield. Swing play in towards the forward. Up goes Jewell, who's placed himself at full forward. At Ford comes out. Gets his kick in. It comes rightly to Hadzelius. Hadzelius's kick is off the side of the boot. Now we want a bit of speed from the Brunswick players as Lara Curious comes in. Gets a nice, neat pass out here to the flank. Here's a chance now for them to come in. Oh, he's mulled it. He's allowed Ronalden to come in, and White's there too, but he's been paid holding the man, Ronalden. Egan had the chance then to take that away, but it was Ronalden to take it away for Caulfield. Back it goes. Gowans goes up, but look here, Leah Curious was there and takes the mark. Over here we find at 20 minutes it's 2 points the difference. Caulfield 11-8, 74. Brunswick 9-18, 72. 20 minutes into the quarter. As Brunswick go into attack again, it's wild and wide. It gets near the boundary line. Will be over for a throw-in. Well, they've got the opportunity, Brunswick, now to get a score out of this throw-in. Can they do it? In it comes. Egan's got to go in. Up they go. No one really gets it. Here's a chance now for Allen. Allen kicks, but they're 1 point down. Will it be? Yes, he called it a point, the goal umpire. So they're 1 point the difference. 9-19, 73. 11-8, 74.
Phil Leah Curious has certainly added a little bite too. He's had 6 since 5 minutes into the third quarter. He's taken a couple of good marks. Now Glasner now to relieve the pressure for Caulfield, going towards that half-back flank, a little bit of pushing and shoving. White took the mark behind the pack, and White goes back to take the kick on the half-back flank. White about to pass the ball out neatly towards Feldman, but it's chipping in is McCabe, showing a lot of dash. McCabe's off, gets his kick deep towards the pocket. Underneath it is Dimatina. The ball bounces before it goes over the line, out of bounds, and the throw-in deep in the forward pocket. Brunswick into attack. That was good anticipation by McCabe then. A real dasher as he punched the ball away from Feldman and then drove the ball in towards attack. Here is this throw-in now. They need a score. 1 point the difference in Caulfield's favour. The ball's tapped down out here deep to Dowsett giving chase. Dowsett picks up the ball, is tackled, loses it. Racing through his Hadzelius, gets his kick before he's tackled to the goal square. Over the back, it's Ronalden. The ball's punched past Ronalden. Scores are level. 9-20, 74 Brunswick. Caulfield 11-8, 74, and the crowd starting to liven up. Scores dead level, and we've been playing now for 23 minutes into the third quarter. Glasner being kept busy at fullback. About to take the kick. Baird moving back. It's Glasner's kick. It's not a good one, dropping short. The pack fly, it's tapped away this time, picked up by Cliff. Cliff's handball towards Dowsett, and Dowsett punches the ball towards the boundary. It's still in play. Racing after the ball was Feldman, who clashed that time with O'Brien. And the umpire will find a free kick Feldman's way, and Feldman will take this free kick on the half-back flank. Underneath the scoreboard that shows Brunswick 9-20, 74. Caulfield 11-8, 74. Feldman's kick being held up in the air towards the centre wing, and Ganane took a good mark in front of Miller.
Patrick Aloysius.
There's Paddy's kick. towards Cyril. Leah Curious went high that time, but the mark was not paid to Hocking. Hocking out towards White. White's handball is astray towards Skidmore. Skidmore punches the ball to no man's land. Further afield, it's tapped out here towards the boundary to O'Brien, whose kick was wired and out of bounds on the full, under pressure. And the kick will be taken over here on the half-back flank position by Ganane. Ganane with the kick now, and the moving up from the half-back towards centre wing to drive Caulfield into attack. Ganane's kick towards centre half forward. Underneath the ball is Rout. He couldn't mark it. White read it better. Immediately spins around, showing pace for a big man. Races towards goal. His kick is offline and through for 1 point. Caulfield hit the lead again. Caulfield 11-9-75. Brunswick 9-20-74. And we've been playing 24 minutes into the quarter. Check that score once again. The scoreboard, Brunswick 9-20-74, trailing Caulfield by 1 point, 11-8-75. And we've been playing now 25 minutes into the third quarter. Kick that time by Dixie Arrell, again towards Hocking, flying high from the back was Ford. Denmead get the tap down, Logan snap for goal. It's right across goal, out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to Fuster in the back pocket. Fuster in the back pocket now. About to relieve Baker, being spoken to by the umpire. Apparently Baker was too close to the boundary line. And Fuster going to take his kick. Fuster will go down towards the centre of the ground. It's a good long kick too, but favouring Gowans, and Gowans chips in to take a mark. Uncontested. Gowans now steadying down, a lead by Jewell ignored. Kick down towards Hocking, the ball punched away by Denmead towards Leah Curious and Brown. Brown cleverly ducks under. His pass towards White, who slipped at the crucial stage. White immediately plays on, pushing the ball in front of him, trying to pick up the ball. Tackled that time by McCabe. Play on, said the umpire. They're going in hard now. Clever play that time by Hobbs. Hobbs out towards Hanton. Hanton driving the ball down towards the half-forward flank. Renowden plays on. Handball out deep to Glasner. Glasner's kick in short, chipping in to take the mark was Logan. Logan shifted towards centre half forward, has been too good for the Brunswick defenceman. Almost all day he's been an elusive player and a good mark, and Logan now attempting a pass, but that time the ball in front was Hobbs. Hobbs was knocked away from the ball, picked up by Brown. Brown charges away from a couple of players, snaps for goal, but it's offline, and 1 point is the score. Caulfield now 11-10-76, leading Brunswick by 2 points, 9-20-74. The grand final has been in progress 25 minutes into the third quarter.
Waiting now for Ford to take this kick out. There's the kick by Ford right towards the centre. Brown should mark this. Ricky Brown at Caulfield, he does so. Take his time getting up. Naturally will steady play down. Wilson off the side of the boot kick. It's high in the air. Big floaters are wanted. And Jewell spoke to his player well. Jewell asking for a 15-metre penalty, but he won't be given it. Jewell spoke to Cliff. He said, "You're marked now. Just take it easy." Here comes Cliff now. The lead's been given by Logan. Hocking rather. He comes out and will take it. Pulling Denmead back to 2:31s. Now Hocking, only a matter of 15 metres out, a very, very, well, you call it an acute angle, but it's not that acute. There's plenty of daylight for him. There's the pro-Brunswick crowd here at Toorak Park. Give him the razzmatazz, but he makes no mistake about this one. It's through for a goal, and we find that Caulfield moved to 12-10. Brunswick on 9 goals, 20.
That's Hocking's fourth goal for the match.
And a pretty serviceable game he's played too. We wait now for the ball to come back into the centre for umpire Gambetta, in charge of this grand final. From the centre half forward line to the full forward division in Brunswick's forward zone, there is not one player. Here's the bounce again. Errol goes in. Shepherd's nicely out and gets it to Gowans. Gowans now hand passes to Cliff, but it's interrupted by O'Brien. O'Brien now of Brunswick. Back it goes, but they're reading the play a little bit better, but he failed to take it. Ronaldo, he's under the hammer a little bit as in goes Toorak now, and Baird's right on his hammer. Pushes him out of the way, a chance for Allen, but there's Sargent in there, but Allen gets away with the ball. He's got to go for a hand pass towards his teammate. Back to Baird it goes. Baird over here to Hanton. Hanton, what can he do with it? Only have a slam at goal, but the kick smothered. Hadzilius goes in. He's nearly caught. He's getting away. He's trying to get a clear run at the goals. He's left-footed it, and it's the wrong side of the post. He hit it, in fact. And it's 1 point. So there's the scoreboard now, Brunswick. 9-21 to 12-10.
How disappointing it must be for the Brunswick supporters to see the Brunswick side throwing the game away by inaccurate kicking up forward.
Yes, bad kicking, bad football. Up it goes by Glasner's kick. No one can mark the ball. It's down to the ground. It's broken away there. It's swung back. Here's like curious to take the kick. There's. Well, now he should go for the long kick. He's been given plenty of... He's given a 15-metre penalty, has he? Yes. Apparently, a little bit of back chat going on. Now this puts him within kicking distance, 50 to 55 metres out. With the wind behind him, that's on its way. It's dead through the middle. And now Brunswick are fighting back again. 10-21-81, 12-10-82. 29 minutes gone in the quarter. Well, they're sticking tenaciously with Caulfield at the moment. Paves the way for a very, very thrilling last quarter here at Toorak Park. At the 29-minute mark, Brunswick are still that 1 point down there, 10-21-81. Caulfield 12-10-82 was the bounce in the centre by umpire Gambetta. There it goes. Dimartina's the first out of the pack with it. The bounce. Which way will it go? High. Yes, it does. Dowsett's in there. Here's a chance now for them. It's picked up a wild hand pass, but Dowsett will cover this one for Caulfield momentarily and scoop it over the line and out of bounds. Well, now they've got the chance, Brunswick. It's in their forward division. Big ones are wanted. In it comes. Up goes Hanton and also Ronaldo. It's back of the pack is Allen. Allen gets the kick in just... Oh, umpire Gambetta. He had a go at the ball and got the boot to it. A little bit harsh that time, I thought. And back it goes now towards Alan White. White of Caulfield. Oh, he put this out in the full. No worries. That was a very haphazard type of kick. Wait for Rhett for the ball to be returned to him by Brown. Well, Roy Rhett wants to go for the long kick, penetrate that forward line as much as he can. Oh, it's a not good one at all. It'll go out of bounds just about, but Tulloch's the man to come in to save for Oakley, or for rather Caulfield, and swing it play as the siren goes for the end of the quarter. And we find at three-quarter time here in the game, Brunswick 10-21-81, Caulfield 12-10-82.
Which team will progress to the first division, the second division grand final? 1 point in Caulfield's favour. The bounce of the final quarter. Centre bounce, the tap down. O'Brien of Brunswick taps the ball towards the forward line, pushed ahead by Dimartina. Allen giving chase. Allen falls at the critical stage, tries to tap the ball on in front of him. He can't, and umpire Gambetta will again bounce the ball. 1 point the difference. The scoreboard at three-quarter time has Caulfield 12-10-82, Brunswick 10-21-81. Umpire Gambetta. Here is the bounce, and in front was Rout. Picked up by Hocking. Hocking weaves his way through the pack. Took a long time to get rid of the ball. After it again, he's tackled this time, dropping the ball against you, Mick Hocking. And a free kick to Chris Hadzilius. Hadzilius, the rover for Brunswick, about to send them the first sortie of the final quarter. There's the kick towards Baird. In front this time, tapped away. McCabe giving chase. He's been a dasher. Breaks the tackle of Feldman, gets his kick, but there are only Caulfield players at home. Ronaldo, they'll raffle at Ronaldo and Glasner. Ronaldo's kick to Dowsett on his own. Dowsett immediately plays on, transfers play towards centre half forward. Setting themselves, they fly high. Well-judged mark taken by Ricky Brown. Rick Brown, the Caulfield half forward flanker, they're running loose. Alan White chips in to take that mark on his own. White has the mark on the half forward flank now. Errol was standing out there deep and he's now being covered by Leo Curious. Alan White, kick number 17. Gets his kick. Going deep to the forward pocket across the goal. They set themselves, punched away by Rhett. Going through the pack and trying to pick it up that time there was Cliff. Cliff couldn't. They're weaving by Gowans. Gowans has a snap. It's offline, 1 point, and Caulfield now progressed to 12-11, 83. Brunswick 10-21, 81.
Well, there's only that 2-point difference. 2 minutes into this last quarter, and Caulfield having the use of this breeze. And it's Ford to take the kick out. Again favouring that outer side. The ball dropping short. Will it be touched? No, it's going to be a free kick to Hocking now. So Caulfield will go back into attack once again. No lead forthcoming, so you put the long kick in from that scoreboard side of the ground. Underneath the scoreboard he is. He swings it. It's right to be out in the full, I'd say. Yes, it is. And Ford again will have another go at the kick. Right now for Ford. There's the kick by Ford. It's another good one. Reaches right to the scoreboard once again. Oh, and a good mark taken there by Hocking once more. Oh, look at Jewell. He's out by himself. He's seen him too. He'll pop it across to him. And Jewell now, 65 metres out, through centre-half forward position. Naturally would go for the long kick, I would imagine. The captain coach. To show the way for his team. There he's kept it low. It's gone dead through the middle. And we've found Caulfield progress to 13-11, 89. Brunswick 10-21, 81. Is it the end of Brunswick, or will they fight back? Runners out from the Caulfield bench. Caulfield have been able to create a loose man throughout the day, and this has given them the edge. Again, was Brunswick's bad kicking, putting them in a task that makes it very hard for them. New ball been called for. It's a brand newie too.
Do you think it might help Brunswick?
No, if they can get another kicking bird, it might climb up. It goes in the air. Oh, he's pushed out there. It must be a free kick, but he's let play go on. Has had Zilius breaks clear of the pack. Short passes to Dimatina. Dimatina can't get the mark. Here's Glasner. Helwer not in possession, and he'll take the free kick. As Brunswick was starting to surge forward there, there's the kick out towards Jewell. He's made position. He can't mark the ball. A play on call, but he's given Jewell the free kick for in the back. I thought he was going to let play go on then. Jewell in disgust put his mouth guard out. Had Zilius. A real stalwart for the Brunswick side. Looking for leads. Are they forthcoming? Dimatina's up. Punched away from him. Down they come to the ground. Here's Sargent with a hand pass. No, he'll go for the kick instead. Desperation needed by Brunswick now as up they go, and a good mark by Cliff. Cliff from that wing position or wrong road side of the ground. Goes for the kick. It's deep into the full forward division. Up they go to Uncamarca. Knocked away from Ford's hands and over the line for a throw. It in the forward pocket. Caulfield doing the attacking. Only 8 points in the game. Knocked away straight to Baker, though. Baker slams it goal, but it's wide of the big ones and through for a point, so it's another point to Caulfield. 13-12, 90, 10-21, 81. 9 points in Caulfield's favour.
This time it's Ford to put the ball back into play. His last kick went out of bounds without being touched. He'll direct play again to the outer side of the ground as he throws streamers away from his path. Whilst the ball is being retrieved. Cooling players down as they wait for this ball to...
Another one.
Another new ball. Another Ross Faulkner. The ball is being transferred. I think one kick would make up for 3 throws, Craig.
Tell you what, Fred Hill won't be happy about these balls being lost.
The ball eventually finding its way down towards Ford. His teammate Egan passes the ball to Ford. We have been playing now for 5 minutes into the final quarter, 9 points Caulfield's way. Caulfield 13-12-90, Brunswick 10-21-81. Picked up this time by McCabe. McCabe now driving the ball down towards the centre of the ground. Allen nudged that time. The ball's tapped over to White, who read the play well. White immediately kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Leah Carriers couldn't mark it. Goes past 3 Brunswick players. Ford eventually steadies, drives the ball back towards Leah Carriers, who collides that time with Hocking. A free kick against Hocking, and the kick will go to Leah Carriers. Leah Carriers on the half-back flank. Emergency today, 19th man Leah Carriers gets this, or 18th man, the kick to Rout, high over the pack, and Rout will be given the mark. A good strong mark by Rout amongst the pack of players, and the ball returned to Rout. Kicking hasn't been good today by Rout. This kick goes down towards the forward pocket. They fly for the mark. Baird has taken this mark. He's been out of the game since the first quarter. But Doug Baird has this kick on the half-forward flank. His kick will be right into the goal square. There it is on its way. It's dropping short. Only one player up, a Caulfield player. Glasner handball to Hobbs, who snaps, and it's through. Yes, it's through. Desperate goal by Brunswick. 11-21-87. Caulfield 13-12-90. There are 3 points the difference. We've been playing now 8 minutes into the final quarter. Great goal by Merv Hobbs. We've had the signal that there are no spare footballs. What happens now?
Call it a draw.
Well, here it is, the bounce of the ball. Hocking and Rout. Rout in front of Hocking. Hocking got the tap down. It was a long one. O'Brien giving chase with Feldman. They all misjudge it. Racing through Hobbs again. Nobody can pick the ball up. Scrambly football. Pushed away. Picked up by Merv Hobbs this time. Hobbs weaves around White. Bounces the ball once. Open territory. Look at the pass towards Rout. Beats Rout. Racing after at that time was Denmead and also Tullock. Tullock in the van, tackled by Baird. Tries to break the tackle, can't. Handball out deep. They punch the ball ahead. Here's Hadzilius. Hadzilius weaves around Sargent. Straightens up, bang towards the goals. It's close. The crowd cheering. It's through. They've hit the front. The underdogs, Brunswick, 12-21-93. The leading Caulfield, 13-12-90. Play in progress for 9 minutes.
Well now, can the underdogs keep it up? Against the wind they are. They're plugging away at it. I know we keep saying this, but they are. They're a plugging side, a side that never gives up. When they appear beaten, they come back. Jewell, the captain and coach of Caulfield, placed himself on the ruck. The crowd has come to life. Can they sense Brunswick going on with this? They've hit the front. There's the bounce. They're trying to get in there. Rout and Hocking had a battle all day. It goes down to White. White now, but there's Dimatina. There's Rowley through it. Oh, he threw it right in front of the umpire. All he had to do was let it go, and Dimmer was boring his way through there, as now it's a free kick going to Caulfield, and he's given the 15-yard penalty for not putting it back properly. And now White, with a good strong kick of a football, will put Caulfield deep into attack. They're 3 points down, Caulfield. Down it goes, right into the goal square, and look at Logan. Well now, will Caulfield get the equaliser to put them in front? But now he's given the kick. Get back there and take it. Here at the Toorak Park, 12 minutes into the quarter. Brunswick are 3 points in front, but Logan 15 metres out. A direct shot for goal. As umpire Gambetta waves players across. Can Caulfield regain the lead? At the moment, Brunswick 3 points in front. Here's Logan now, in he goes, it's dead through the middle, and again, this is going to cause problems if they can't get this football back. He's kicked 5 for the match. And Caulfield are 3 points in front. We've run out of footballs, and we'll see if we get this one back. Now the interesting position comes. And there could be a delay here. They can't do anything more unless they borrow one. Now it's back, where everything's in readiness now for the bounce of the ball once again. Now can Brunswick get that again goal to take them another 3 points in front? Desperation needed by both sides now.
I would say officialdom would be over the fence now, waiting for that ball to come over.
Back it comes with umpire Gambetta. A very, very tight bounce in the centre. Up goes Grout. He tries to get it down. He can't. Here's Hobbs. He's going to break loose. He tries to get a hand pass to O'Brien. O'Brien cut the chance. Hobbs battles on around the neck. No ways, no, he can't get that one. Oh, he said dropping the ball. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear,
controversial decision, that one.
I think the man going for the ball deserves the benefit of any doubt. Here's White now. White again, he was the instigator of that last goal with that long kick in. Up goes Logan, can't mark it, but he's paid the Brunswick mark here. And Brunswick can sense that they can get back into this game as Fuster will drive Brunswick around the outer side of the ground. It's a high kick. Big flyers are wanted. Little Murphy Hobbs from the back tries to get it over a bit. Again, it's White staying down, picks the crumbs up, swings it out towards Jewel, and Jewel will take a safe mark. Not being ruffled at all. Pulls the player back as Jewel comes in now with his kick. He'll put a long one in. It's a deep one. It's into the pocket. It could go through. It is. Oh, a 70-metre kick, that one. Well, there was a captain and coach kick if ever you saw one in your life. Showing them the way. Tony Jewel puts Caulfield's 15th goal on the board. And Brunswick now struggle by 9 points behind.
Can Brunswick fight back? They're a plucky side. They've shown their ability throughout the season. From third place to a grand final. Hit the lead at the 8-minute mark. They're behind at the 12-minute mark. Can they fight back? Brunswick in the black trunks. 9 points behind. The centre bounce now. Arrol to do battle with Rhett. Here's the bounce. Arrol in front. Rhett weaving about. Arrol gets the tap down. A deep 1-2. It's kicked away to the ground. Being held was handled and interfered with. Play goes on that time by Dowsett. And Dowsett races away to clear. His kick's off the side of the boot. Going deep towards Jewel and Skidmore. Skidmore punches the ball away. Ball now out of bounds in the forward pocket. Caulfield into attack. Can Brunswick fight back? Here's the throw in. Tap down this time to Gowans, who's caught. Gowans gets a long handball towards Skidmore. Baker breaks away. Baker's kick is deep. It's a cross goal out of bounds on the full. Or 1 point. 1 point. 10 points the difference now. 15-13, 103 Caulfield. Brunswick 12-21, 93. Ford will direct play. The outer side of the ground, his kick is a good one too. Very deep, almost to the centre wing. In front was Rhett, punched away from Rhett. Leo Curious trying to get the ball. He can't. He fell at the crucial stage. Players go in very hard, and umpire Gambetta will call for a ball up. Ball up to take place, half forward flank, into attack Caulfield. Here's the bounce. Rhett has doing much of the ruck work. Tapped down beautifully that time out towards Gowans. Gowans kick towards Logan, who's in front of Ford and takes a good mark. Dangerous player. 16th kick, and he's already kicked 5 goals. John Logan. We've been playing 14 minutes into the quarter. 30 metres out. Offline and 1 point. 11 points the difference. Caulfield gradually moving ahead. 15-14. Brunswick 12-21.
Only 2 kicks in the game. Ford clears that ball away and waits for it to come back. We haven't got any more, umpire. I'm sorry, he's waiting for a new ball and we haven't got one. They're asking everyone, but we notice that Brunswick are preparing to bring on their 18th man in Guttison. Who they'll bring off, I don't know, but everyone's looking for a football and we haven't got one as umpire Gambetta comes across to the emergency umpire and says, what's going on? What can we do? How can we play football if we haven't got a football? Well, there you are. Have you ever seen a situation like that? Rout is going to come off the ground, we can tell you that. Rout is off the ground, Guttison is on the ground. And we still wait to commence the game again with no football. Yes, we have no bananas, I've heard that song, but not this one.
How are you going?
So, we'll wait and see now. Someone's given an old one over the fence. Well, there you are.
It had to happen one day, I suppose. It's happened in a grand
says
final.
I don't like the size of that one, so we'll kick it back. It's a bit round. It's more like a soccer ball. Yes, we found one from the Paran rooms, I'd say. One has been brought around from the Paran rooms, naturally enough, and the Paran Football Club. I don't know whether he wants payment for it first. Umpiring Gambetter's inspecting the ball to see that it's match size. He said it's okay. He's checked that it's all right, and he will take the ball back to that ball. Well, goodness me, if we can lose another one or two, it's going to be a footlight job until the lights will have to finish this game on.
Whichever side wins the flag, they could be playing... Well, it's going to take them a long time to win the flag. Let's put it that way.
Yes, there's only 2 kicks in this game, 11 points. Well, Skidmore's made a nice little loose man here. If Egan can draw his man away, but no, he won't. He'll just go for the defensive side of the ground. It's not a good kick. In comes Brown for Caulfield. Slams away at the goal again. Oh, this is a close one. It's another point. So it's 12 points the difference. And I notice now that the president of the Paran Football Club, Mr. Jack Morgans, has brought round another spare one, just in case. There's the kick now. In the meantime, he's held play up and called the ball back. Apparently, they've got their ball back from the ground, from outside the ground, and now will transfer play with the old ball being returned.
Players didn't seem to be kicking the other ball as well either, Craig.
Well, it's only been about 1 or 2 kicks, Clem. 2 kicks.
Well, both kicks were ordinary kicks, weren't they?
Yeah, all right. We'll go along with you.
And I noticed Ford has chosen the newer one. That's different.
There's the kick now by Ford. Out it goes. No one can mark it. A chance now for... They're going forward now with Alan White. He's slammed at goals. This looks across the face of goal, and again another point. Could be a handy one too if Brunswick can get a run on. 13 points the difference. 12, 21, 93. 15, 16, 106.
Now Ford again. It's kick to kick. Ford back to that half-back flank again. A similar position. They fly high, punched away. Dematina tries to get through the pack, can't. Hanton tried, was dragged by the leg to the ground, and the ball up will take place. Bounce to take place, half-forward flank. Caulfield into attack, a 13-point advantage. Here's the bounce now. Punch down that time to nobody in particular. They're trying to defend desperately at the moment. Brunswick. O'Brien's tapped down, nobody in particular. Racing past, they can't pick it up. Brown tried to. Pushed out of the ball. They're going in hard on the half-forward flank. And umpire Gambetter will move in again. And a ball up will take place again on the half-forward flank. Caulfield into attack. At the 17-minute mark of the final quarter, the scoreboard shows 12-21-93 Brunswick, trailing Caulfield by 13 points, 15-16, 106. Here's the kick that time by McCabe, and it's marked over there by Paddy Ganane, and Ganane has taken the mark on the half-forward flank, very deep under the scoreboard. Here is this kick by Ganane. It's a glorious kick by Big Pat, too, right to the point of the square. It's punched away from Logan, giving chase Leah Curious to clear. Leah Curious's kick is out deep here towards Miller. Miller high, tries to mark. The ball's knocked to the ground, out of bounds, and the throw-in will again be affected. Underneath the scoreboard that shows Caulfield 15-16, 106. Brunswick 12-21, 93. Dematina from the tap down was charged and will get the free kick. Dematina with his free kick now. A must to put Brunswick into attack. His kick is deep towards O'Brien, who's taken an educated mark on the centre wing. O'Brien immediately sweeps around, doesn't waste any time. The play favours Hanton. Hanton tried to mark it one-handed, couldn't. Ronalden in after the ball. Good play, John Ronalden, the vice-captain. Down towards the centre of the ground, O'Brien knocks the ball away. Breaking through the pack and trying to get clear that time was Miller, but he couldn't. And Alan White has taken the kick. White, who's been a great player for Caulfield today. One of the 3 leading kick getters of the game. Ruck Rover for Caulfield. White's kick. Towards centre half forward, they're bustling. Ganane that time, out towards Hobbs. Hobbs bounces the ball away from Arrow. Now takes this kick. He's directed the pass to McCabe, and McCabe's taken a good mark. A good player in the third quarter, McCabe, particularly. His kick towards Hanton out there on the flank. He's punched away Gutterson, rather. Gutterson on as 18th man, and Gutterson has taken the mark on the half-forward flank. Plenty of pace, Gutterson, too. Gets this kick down towards Baird. They jostle with Hadzilius. The ball's tapped down. Racing through. Good play with Tullock. Tullock gets the ball out towards Glasner, who stumbles. Glasner's kick out towards Duel and Skidmore. Skidmore now getting the better of the duel. Gets his kick down towards the centre. The ball's going to bounce here for Feldman. Denmead after Feldman. Feldman picks up that ball. Goes for handball to Brown, which was good football. Brown breaks away cleverly from McCabe. Spins around. Kicks the ball down towards full forward. Underneath the ball is Ford, diving to take a desperate mark. for the full-back, has taken the mark. He's had a tough job today on Logan. He's taken the mark at full-back, about to drive the ball out towards the centre half-back position. Leah Correas from behind flew high over Brown and has been given the mark. Leah Correas to take the mark and clear the ball for Brunswick.
Well, they've got their backs to the wall, Brunswick. It goes to captain and coach O'Brien. Immediately plays on. He looks for Guttison. He should mark it. Yes, he does. Go on, son, with it. Open that forward line up. Here's a two-out duel coming up. Baird and also, yes, and Baird hipped him out beautifully, but he said you pushed him in the back. And it will be a free kick. And as well. And within 5 yards, they said. So Glasner takes the relieving kick for Brunswick, for Caulfield rather. Here's a chance now for them to open up plate. White or Hocking. Hocking says, I'll take it. Swings it into centre half forward. In the way there we find Brunswick at the moment. And here's Lyra Curious again. A hand pass out to Fuster. Fuster now to bang play around that wing again. Looks for the centre man. Up they go. Always hit with everything. Here's a chance for Hadzilius. He's got control of the ball. He slips it across to Dematina. Jim has got the open country but decides to go back. He looks for the kick. He's asked again for the question. He'll mark it. Yes, he will. This is Allen. Oh, he should have got on with play. Then he had two Brunswick forwards in there, but he decided to hold his head instead. He's in kicking distance, though. A vital kick. Can it revitalise Brunswick? His kick swinging at the last minute. 1 point. So it brings the difference back now to the 2 goals. 12-22, 15-16, and only 23 minutes of play gone. Plenty of time for them.
That free kick will cause a lot of discussion against Baird there a few moments ago as the kick out is taken by Glasner.
It's punched away. It's back to the forward line to Guttison. Guttison's got the chance. He's shepherded. He slips. He gets the left foot. It's on the way. It's through. It's a goal. And there's a kick in the play now. They're back in business. 100 points. 106 points. And there it is. 100 points. Brunswick have just kicked the goal. They're 1 goal behind. There's 23 minutes of play gone and still plenty of time for Brunswick to get up and take this grand final. Well, now, can they fire again, Brunswick? Can they keep it going? Can Caulfield steady, the favourites for this year's second division flag?
We had a draw in the second grand final between these sides yesterday. Will we have another one in the first?
And their thirds had a draw too, Quinn. The Caulfields. It's knocked away. There's desperation football now as we find Cliff going in for Caulfield. Puts it down. Out they come. Over it comes to the back to Brown. Brown with a long arm pass to Ganane. The ball bounces awkwardly. Lets Hobbs in. Hobbs now swings it around. He's got it near the boundary line. Can Hadzilius get it? Or Ronaldo does a blind turn in midair. Swings it back with a wild kick, but Egan's in the way, is it? For Brunswick. No, it's Miller. Miller now at the left foot. Swings it into the centre. Big flyers are wanted. Baird's one of them, but he's not there. All Brunswick and Caulfield stay down and give it to White from Jewell to White. White now will slip it across here towards his teammate in Gowans, and Gowans has got open Padry, but here comes Ford out. Taps it beautifully across to Leah Curious. Look at Fuse to get rid of it. Oh, he's fumbled it and fumbled it, and it means now there's going to be a scrimmage of play, but in the meantime, Ford's got away from it again. He'll have to have recovery football, this fellow. Into the centre, and there's Hadzilius. Marks the ball. Look at Dematina by himself, son. He's seen him. He's passed it across. In comes Feldman to try and stop him, but can't. Caulfield firing. Have Brunswick sensing they can get up to a draw. Up he goes, Baird. He can't mark it. They wrestle each other for the ball. Baird and also Ellen, and a ball up will result at centre half forward. Now the crowd are on their feet. Can Brunswick get the equaliser to make it up to level pegging? Coming up to the 25-minute mark. Hocking gets the big punch up, and look at like Hadzilius goes across, swings it across. It's too far for Guttison, but he's found the free kick to Hadzilius. He's found a free kick to him. I think he should be an actor's equity, though.
What a great little player he's been today, too.
He's been a remarkable player for Brunswick. A wonderful player for them, in fact. Well, here's a vital kick. If the kid can do this and level the scores, you'll hear that Ferran stand get a bit of a shaking. Here he is, 55 metres out, kicking against the wind. Can he put it through? No, it's dropping short. Oh, look at Dematina! Well, it will be the old stager himself. He doesn't waste time, he says, now get off the mark. He's called, there were 2 players on the mark. Baker and Dimatina now will clear the path of streamers. A vital kick. A vital kick. Into the time-on period. And the score should be level. Yes, they are. They're dead level. Now we'll wait and see who can go on with it. Brunswick or Caulfield. Yours, Clement.
What a game, what a grand final. Scores dead level, 106 points apiece. The crowd cheering, chanting. Tremendous grand final. 14-22, 106 Brunswick, the underdogs. Caulfield, 15-16, also 106. Tremendous atmosphere. Denmead in the ruck for Brunswick. Arrow for Caulfield at the centre bounce. Denmead along, tap the Cliff. Cliff to White. White bouncing the ball away from his opponent McCabe. He gets clear, turns around, straightens up now. White gets his kick towards centre half forward, dropping towards Jules. Jules slipped over, picked up by Skidmore. Skidmore gets his kick towards Hadzilius, who's been a great player, battling with Sargent. Good mark, Sargent in front, and Sargent has taken the mark. Sargent now driving the ball towards centre half forward. It's a good kick too. Ganane flew high. He didn't mark the ball. It's to the ground. A handball out deep to Jules. Jules breaks the tackle. Tackled by Dimatina. Long handball to Baker. Baker sweeps around. Kicks it towards goal. It's going close. 1 point. Caulfield, 1 point in front. They lost by 1 kick last year to Geelong West. Is this the year of the Bear? The kick out here is out deep by Ford. It will bounce out on a free kick. Will go to Caulfield. The ball went out there without being touched, and the free kick will go to Caulfield. This kick down towards full forward. Logan led extremely well, and he's marked in front of Ford. Well out on an angle, but he's a delightful kick. John Logan. He's kicked 5. Looking out towards Jewell. Jewell led magnificently down the ground. He's taken the mark as he was tackled by Dimatina. Well, Tony Jewell is within kicking distance. He's proved it today with a couple of magnificent kicks from this position. He races in now. Brunswick players on the mark. It's a glorious kick by Jewell. It's through. Could that be the sealer? Caulfield 16-17 now, 7 points in front of Brunswick. 14-26, 106 have Brunswick run their race.
Well, there's 3 goals by Jewell in this quarter that have been kicked from that similar position, and when they've been needed too. A real captain and coach's effort from that player.
We have
another football problem.
But we have a relieving ball being taken to the centre now to umpire Gambetta. Caulfield 16-17, 113, leading Brunswick 14-22, 106, 7 points the difference, and we've been playing 30 minutes into time on in the grand final. In the centre of the ground, they're racing from a pack. Dimatina trying hard. He picks up the ball cleverly, drives it towards full forward. Hanton from the back flew high, and he marked. Hanton running back to take the kick. Baird asking him, calling him on. He's a long way out against the breeze. Gets his kick. It's dropping short towards the goal square. Baird high, couldn't mark from the back of the pack host, and the free kick against Baird. Well, the free kick will go to Neil Glasner. No, to John Ronalden. And Ronalden will take this kick. Ronalden in the goal mouth. Clearing the ball for Caulfield towards the half-back flank. They fly. Nobody can mark. Picked up by Feldman. Feldman kicks out to no one's land. Leading in the race for the ball, Maguire. Maguire is on. He's tackled that time by Fuster. Fuster's handball to O'Brien, who's tackled that time by Jewell. O'Brien and Jewell on the ground. They do battle. O'Brien's first to recover. He zips away. Kicked, and Leah Correas has taken the mark. For Leah Correas has marked. He should be moving on with the play. He does. He turns. He sees Dimatina. Dimatina cleverly edges his opponent. Glasner runs into bother. Down to the ground, picked up by Feldman. Feldman to the centre, they can raffle his Caulfield players, and the mark has been taken by Arrell. Dixie Arrell's handball to Brown. Brown runs into trouble, but he weaves around his opponents. Leah Curious gives chase. Brown's kick deep to the forward line. Behind is Logan. So is Egan. Egan gets the better of it. Bounces the ball across the goal mouth. Kicking towards Skidmore. Will he kick the ball? It's not a good kick. It's out of bounds. No, it bounces inches from the line and out of bounds. They're holding on, Caulfield. They lead by 7 points. 16-17, 113. Brunswick 14-22, 106. From the throw-in, the ball's tapped down to nobody in particular. Leo Curious in the van, he gets it, can't get his kick. Ernie Baker immediately taps the ball away. Plays on, urged on by Tony Jewell towards full forward. The high flies over the pack. Logan behind the pack, the ball bounces through, 8 points the difference. And in attack, Caulfield. Time running out for Brunswick. We've been playing now for 33 minutes.
Yes, 33 minutes into the last quarter. 2 quick sorties is all Brunswick need, but the kick's dropping short, and we've taken by Maguire. Maguire now, the 17th man for Caulfield. Naturally will go back, steady play down and take his time. See what he does with this one. It's on its way, it's going to the wrong side of the post, and it's 9 points the difference. Scores were level at time on period, but a magnificent goal by Tony Jewell. There's the kick by Ford. It's right towards the centre. His desperation now. It's over the back. And Lyra Curious goes through, just gets a kick in. It'll be cleared by Caulfield with Dowsett in the van. He's got the ball, but Dimartina's taken it off him now. Is Dimartina going to be grabbed? Holding the ball will be the call. Sargent it will be to take the kick. They've fought a desperate and a wonderful grand final, the Brunswick club. The Sargent's kick reaches centre half forward. Big Flyers wanted, it's over the back. Here's a chance now for Gadain. He's gone with the left foot, the right foot. Over it goes for another point. And they're creeping ahead by points now, Caulfield. 10 points in front, 16-20. Brunswick 14-22. Waiting now for this ball to come back in again. The ball going out that far end of the ground is causing a lot of time off to be added, but it's back with Ford now. Brunswick still not to be denied. He's getting it tied, kicking that ball out there. It goes over the back, but they can sense victory as Brown comes in, swings the play to Logan, and Logan takes the mark. Logan now, a matter of how many yards out? It'll be 50 metres, 45 metres out. Only one player in the goal square, and that's Hughes to the back pocket player. He drives, it looks a good one, we'll wait, yes it is, and that's the sealer. Caulfield 17 goals, 20 behind. Brunswick 14 goals, 22. Yes, Brunswick level the scores at the 25-minute mark, but a lot of time on has to be added here. The 34 minutes gone, but Caulfield have gone away to a 20-point lead now. And just on a 20-point lead and look safe and home for the relegation up to First Division. There it is. 14-22, 106. Caulfield 17-20, 122. Not much separating the teams at the three-quarter time interval, and 1 point it was. And then we came into this last quarter with Brunswick desperate going against the wind and fought tenaciously and got that ball up there to level the scores. But 3 magnificent goals in this last quarter by Tony Jewell, the captain and coach of Oakley. Desperate goals when they were needed, right from a 60 metre to 70 metres out from goal, dead in front. He made position. They saw him, these players. They kicked to him, and he did the rest for them, showing them the way to First Division for next year with this lead they've got now. Still going into attack as O'Brien gets it across here, but here come Caulfield now. He can't quite handle the ball. Here's Dimartina. He's been a tower of strength. Unfortunately, he's been grabbed twice in the last few seconds and will be paid holding the ball against him, but he's played a tremendous dynamic game for his club.
Sargent's the relieving kick. It's been a great grand final. Hocking leading deep, but the kick's down the centre. Not a good kick either. The ball dropping short here. The players fly for the mark, and the mark has been taken by Ganane. Ganane has this mark in the centre of the ground. Players not kicking the ball too well at the moment. And there's Ganane's kick. Lacking the normal distance, flying high was Logan over the back. Fewster giving chase, taps the ball away from Maguire, chasing it again. Cliff this time. Cliff picks the ball up, sweeps about, gets his kick. Deep, it's going close. It's through. Miraculous goal by Graham Cliff, and that's it. Caulfield streaming ahead, and there's the siren. Caulfield players congratulating themselves so close for so long. First Division next season. The final scores. Caulfield 18-20. Defeated Brunswick 14-22. 18-20 Caulfield defeated Brunswick 14-22 in the grand final of second division at Toorak Park. Further comments now and across to Philip Gibbs and the boys at St Kilda.